Hi everyone, welcome. This is part 2 of my Sugar Skull Grayscale coloring by Christinekarron. Again, if you would like this page to join in, I will post the Etsy link down below. The only thing I did off was finish up a little bit of the flowers and her neck, and that's just because those were fairly simple and I kind of walked her through it and I didn't want you to have to sit and watch me fuss and fuss and fuss with it on camera. So I'm going to do the flowers. But I think I want to start with the veil, and before I run out of time, I want to show you what I'm going to do for kind of a spooky background. I did have a couple people ask me for a background idea, so I thought that may be a cool way to go too. I know Halloween's almost over now, but still, maybe future reference. So for this veil, I think I'm going to go with kind of the same colors as her face. They will stand apart when I get all her makeup and colors in, but at the same time it will kind of pull things together. So I'm going to pull that 20% cool gray and my blue that I used, which I believe was blue slate, yes. So again, I'm going to pull you in a little, actually. Okay, so again, blue slate is going to be my darkest. And if you want to go dark gray with this, you certainly can. It totally depends on the colors you have going in your face. So just work around it, just adjust the technique with your colors. So darkest color, we're going to shade in right here next to this veil. Okay, I'm going to shade right here at the bottom, and you will see where she has darkened. We're going to follow her lead. So we're going to just shade in where she has darkened. Okay, we're going to put a little in right here. Okay, and then we're going to come to this side before we blend it out. And that's personal preference. To me, if I do them at the same time, it helps keep things a little more equal, balanced. Done the same way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because if I were to do all that one first, I might forget how I did this one. So get sidetracked and onto something else. And alright, so just again following her lead with the dark. Now this one has, like, this one is really dark right here, this one is really dark right here. And I might bring in one more dark color just to emphasize those couple spots, because like with the face, if I use white to make it look smooth and fabricy, I might lose some of this. So I'm going to pull a darker gray as well. But I wanted to incorporate this blue somewhere else, so it wasn't just her face. So I'm going to pull 70%, no I'm not, yes I am. Let me see if I have a different cool gray real quick. Because I'm using cool gray, I want to stick with the cool gray family. I don't want to go, cools have a little more blue, warms are a little more brown, and sometimes on certain things they don't mix well. So give me 1 second to pull. Okay, 50% cool gray. And actually I think I'm still going to want one darker. I'm going medium cold gray, and the reason is that I really liked this gray on, it has a little more of a blue tint to it. You can't really see the blue, but it's there. And I really like it with this 20%. So just right here on the edges of this, and a little up around these flowers. And again, we'll blend it out so we won't have anything harsh. And I don't really want it a whole lot of other places, because I'm really only emphasizing this one deep spot in the veil. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of gray to it. And then I'm going to do just like I did the face. Over the top of the blue and out a little. So as you can see right here, I'm just putting a very light layer over the blue. I'm not trying to cancel it out. We are working with it, not against it. And this gray will also work with the background effect I'm going for. Very cute. Sorry, my little one got a crafting kit to help keep her busy. Everybody is crafting. All right. Then we're going to take 20%. That was 50%, by the way. Remembering we're still going to go over this and we still want highlights, so we're leaving room for that white. Okay. That is how we're looking with that so far, and then in comes the white. Again, always remember to clean your tip on your white, so any previous projects do not get dragged onto this one. I don't want to see any distinct colors, so I'm blending them together. Those nice small circular motions. Got a nice highlight right there. I want to make sure stays highlighted all the way up. Now, for a white, like if I were doing a wedding veil, I would not have chose these colors. I chose these as a little more of a darker, spookier, not necessarily white and pretty type. So if you are doing a wedding veil, I would skip on some of the gray, the light blue. But because it's Halloween and it's fun, I thought this would be a neat color combination. So glad so many people wanted to see this finished. I was excited about this project as well, so it was neat to see other people wanting to see how it played out as well. Alright. Just make sure I got everything blended out. So the front of her veil, I'm not sure on my color choice yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do my face first, and then I will come back with, because I might do yellow, because I only have one yellow. I might go more of a goldy yellow. So I'm going to actually do her makeup real quick and get that done so you can see. So let me quickly pull my colors. Dark purple. I have them all out still, which is why I had to finish this up, because I didn't want to lose my colors. Okay, there is my pink color, which is, I think, what I'm going to do her eye. But I need my skin tones real quickly. Okay, so here's what we're working with. So for her eye, I think I am going to go purple. So if I do this yellow, that will help stand out. These will be turquoise. So just kind of planning out in my head before I do. So I'm going to follow the crease in her eye to be my darkest spot. I'm going to do a smoky eye effect. Now I can do makeup really well coloring, but on myself I cannot. So but makeup is fun to color in anyway. Okay. Again, to keep them even, I'm going to put my purple in on this side. Make sure everything looks even there. I'm going to follow the crease in her eyelid over. Now, she has a very prominent highlight right there, and I don't want to lose that, so I'm working around that highlight. Be sure. Okay. Next we're going to go that lovely raspberry color. Now if you want to switch up your purple so it doesn't match the flower exactly, go for it. But being as it is a skull candy type picture, I'm not too worried about the matching, because I feel like they would have a lot of similarities in the flower and the face colors. So okay, just trying to keep, you don't have to be exactly the same, but I don't want too different here. That looks good to me. Okay, you can go magenta if you want a nice bright pop of color. I'm using processed red. And I'm actually going to bring in a darker pencil as well, I think. Now I'm working around her eyebrow. I'm still going to give her eyebrows. Got a little on her nose. Don't copy me with that. Okay, I'm going to turn this a little. Okay, just filling in her nose or eyelid here. Working around those eyebrows. Okay, so now we have the smoky eye top part going on. I am going to pull, I don't want to pull a black really. I'm going to pull a darker purple. Right there, black grape. That's exactly what I want. And I'm just going to darken up a little bit of this. And I will blend that back out. Just want to make sure there's a nice contrast on the eye, because that's kind of what makes it fun. Oh, I am just getting this nose left and right here. Maybe I should have did the eyes before I put her nose in. That's alright. Go on alongside that nose there. Now you will see I left her eyelid. I did that on purpose. Going to add contrasting color there as well. Okay, just kind of outlining that there eyebrow a little bit. Begin with the nose. Alright, so that is going to be my eyeshadow right there for now. Then I'm going to take my skin colors. This is Nectar. I don't want to put my eyelashes in first. I know it's tempting because if you color over them, the wax kind of blocks them out and you can't see them. But I'm going to do them in pen and I want them to show. So I'm going to put my eye color in first, or my skin color. So Nectar. Peach is going all the way up. I'm going to leave a little spot right there for highlight. Okay, light peach. And then you will see she has a little bit of bags under her eyes. I'm going to come in with the bright pink and do it like eyeliner. So she's gonna, when I get the eyeliner in, she will have winged eyes. So right now I'm just kind of guessing where they'll meet. Okay, the bottom part is not necessary. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. This is the, oh, let's do the rest of her eye makeup first. Spanish orange. I'm going to try really hard not to touch that purple. Extremely hard. So I'm going to turn my paper. Hopefully that won't affect you being able to see. Okay, canary yellow. Alright, then we're going to just kind of blending that a little bit with the skin with my lighter yellow. Okay, then we're taking the fine tip pen or marker, whatever your choice is. Mine is the Arteza Ink Conic 0.4 millimeter. Again, I'm going to turn this a little, and I am going to follow the line above her eye. And then I'm going to color all that in black. Now, this is Sugarskull makeup, so it is meant to be very dramatic. So just because I am doing it this way on this gal does not mean my regular person will have this thick of eyeliner on. But it is fun to get to play. It's kind of like dress up, but you don't have to do it on your own face. And then with the eyelashes, you will flick. Bigger flicks for longer ones, shorter flicks, always going straight out. So you won't be able to do the whole eye with your hand in the same position. You don't want to get no crazy eyelashes. So I'm just going through and giving her some thicker ones. And the same on the bottom. Okay, quickly going to do this eye. Same thing, gonna color this section in black. Follow the eye. You will see I haven't connected those two yet like I did this one. I will. I just waited because my lines weren't as clear over there, and I didn't want a weird one. Okay, I went almost down to the corner with those, so I'm going to follow. Okay, same with the bottom. And if you feel like they're too thin, like this side looks a little weird, we'll just thicken them up a little. I will come back and play with that though. Quickly dry that because I will smear it everywhere. I am going to do the around her eye in the middle as well with that black pen, but I want to color it first so I don't smear it everywhere because I will. Okay, so I think for the veil I am going to go a goldish. So with a sharp tip, but I'll just show you on one side because I still would like to do the background. I am just going to go around all these jewels for a minute. Again, using one of the colors I have already used on this page, so I'm not introducing any new color. And this color works well because you can still see the shading underneath it. So you will see where we're going to go back with a little bit of a darker color and add some detail in. That part will definitely take a minute. So just filling it in. Make sure we don't forget anything down here. Now these little sections, if you want to do a different color, is totally up to you. I'm just going to work them in for now. Still working around those jewels. Okay, same with these sections. Sorry, she was going to crinkle a really loud wrapper. Okay. So just getting that color in. Making sure it's a nice even layer. We don't want a lot of white showing through. Okay, and then we're going to take burnt ochre or sienna brown. I'm going to go sienna. Okay, everywhere that's shaded. I'm going to leave the jewels alone though. We're not messing with the jewels. Okay, and I'm not doing anything special. I am just putting a light layer of this sienna brown over everywhere I see the artist has shaded. One of the best parts about this kind of grayscale is you don't have to guess where your shading is because she does it for you. Okay, gonna darken up a little right here. Okay, and then the canary yellow. Just everywhere we left little bits of white and to blend. Oh, skipped a spot right there. But you will see as you start to get it blended out, then the little jewels will really pop. And then you can pick what color you want for those, or you can add jewels if you're into embellishing that way. I don't think I have any little enough to do a whole veil, but maybe. So I will follow that process through on the other side as well. Pardon the cats. Okay, for my little necklace here, I think I'm going to pull that purple down. So my dark purple, and she's done the shading again, so I'm just going to put a little dark purple right there where the darkest spot is. Okay, got a little bit of skin tone on this one. Okay, that pomegranate. I don't want these real dark, so I'm not adding a whole lot of this because I want the processed red to be the main color. But I do want them to hold their shape. Okay, and then the bright. And I will come back with a white gel pen and add the highlight in the middle. So once you get that in, you can kind of see if you don't like anything where you can add some more. Well, I got her skin on that one. There is those. The veil, I did the flowers. Oh, let's do her lips real quick and then I will do the background. Hopefully, okay, we're doing good. Okay, so her lips. Again, This part is makeup. What do we got going on under there? I kind of wanted that line to be straight. I want to make sure they're kind of the same thickness. Okay, corners of her lips are going to be black. And all that does is give it a little bit of a dramatic effect. Okay, now you could go turquoise lips, yellow, purple to match if you want. I think I'm going to go turquoise. I don't have a lot of that turquoise on here. And I am going to do these yellow. So I think turquoise would bring down all the colors. So this is cobalt turquoise, only going a little way. I don't want huge dark lips. I don't want a big dark blob in the middle of the page. Okay. And that light aqua. Okay, noticing I kind of want to keep these lined up. They don't necessarily have to be even, but it would look funny if her top lip highlight was over here and the bottom was over here. So I want to keep the main highlight somewhat centered. Okay, and then our lightest color. And we get a nice gradient lip look here. Now, I do want to blend in a little bit of this black right here and right here. And then I'm also going to just outline it a little. And then I can quickly fill that in. Just make sure we have a nice smooth transition here. And those are our lips. Fanciest lips. I wish I could do my own makeup like that. Okay, I'm going to pull out a little and we're going to do a spooky background. Alright, sorry about the wiggling. I pulled my Mungil pastels. These are my favorite pastels. I bought these 2-3 years ago and they are very well loved. But they are still, you can see what colors I use the most. A couple of them did break in half. This is probably one color. But you can definitely tell that my set is well loved. This was like $10. I know a lot of people like the Faber-Castell, but I don't see the need to spend that much when these work perfectly well. Alright, so I pulled black, dark gray, light gray, white. I may not use all of these, but I wanted to go ahead and pull them. Another thing is I usually take my X-Acto knife and scrape it off. I'm not going to do this for this page. I kind of want the rough look, so if you're not into messy things, this probably isn't for you. I'm just going to run it. I think the imperfection and the rough look really helps it give the spooky vibe. Okay, I really hate to cover her name, so I'm going to try to dodge it the best I can. As you can see, I didn't do a very good job. Okay, now, cotton swabs. I'm going to quickly show you. See how light that is? If you take your finger and you rub it, we might need another layer, you will get a much darker, nicer black. So that's why I said if you are not into messy, this may not be the way for you. Now running your chalk like this, you will see a couple lines. Again, I tried this out earlier on a page and I really like the effect it gives for spooky, so I am not worried about that. If I were going for a more natural, even look, I probably wouldn't do it like that, but the other thing is to try to not touch your page after the black. doing this kind of backwards because I haven't finished coloring, but that's okay. So I want the edges to be really dark. And see, the more I rub it, the more fuzzy the edges get. That will come in handy for blending. I'm going to kind of bring my corners in a little, just to help with that closed in spooky feel. I always feel weird showing how I do my backgrounds in chalk because I don't use the most conventional ways to do things. I watch people do them and I still do my own things, so that's alright. Whatever works for me. Okay, keeping those somewhat even as possible. Always handy to have a wet cloth or wipey or something next to you. Okay, just darkening up this little bit. Can you see all over my desk here? Again, just darkening these corners real quick. Next we're going to come in with that next gray. The same thing, I'm just going to drive it around the page. Blend it out. The cool thing about this being spooky is it doesn't have to be perfect to get the desired effect of the page here. I don't like that fingerprint right there. Don't want to get her veil if possible. Lightest gray. And I will blend this out way better. Just trying to get it all rubbed in for now. So you can see she's got a little halo effect going on, which is kind of what I want. And then the nice dark frame. Okay, and I will spray this with the Fix-It-Olive. I have Krylon Fixative. I'll go outside and spray it, and that'll keep my chalk from spreading everywhere. So yeah, that is going to be my spooky background. I might come back one more time and darken up this black, just because I really want that darkness in there. See how much better that looks with that extra dark in there. But I will not hold you up to watch that. So questions, comments, requests, please let me know. I thank you for watching. I am so glad everyone enjoyed this, and I hope to see you for the next one. Happy Halloween!